宇宙飛行士の心 The Heart of an Astronaut スウェーデンの、作品で監督はジェニファー・レインスフォードさんなんですが、珍しくドキュメンタリーの、焦点を当てた主人公の方にお越しいただいております。今までの映画祭の中で一番インテリジェント、頭のいい方かもしれません。迎えてください。ブリジット・ゴダール先生です。拍手でお願いします。ブリジット、bienvenue, come on up. Hello, welcome to Earth.
Hello, thank you. Good afternoon to all. I'm happy to be with you today and represent Jennifer. She makes all the work, not me.
皆さん、こんにちは。今日は皆さんと一緒に過ごすことができまして、本当に嬉しいということです。So, Jennifer, I don't know how she approached you or how she talked you into becoming the subject of this documentary. Can you tell us a little bit about how that happened? まずどういう経緯で監督のジェニファーさんに声かけられたのかちょっと聞いてみたいと思います。Go ahead.
Yes, sure. So I received a phone call from Jennifer. She wanted to apply to a project from ESA, European Space Agency. They were calling for people doing movies or scripts regarding space, whatever subject. So it was a long time ago, and I was not too busy at that time, but I said yes. But when at the end she win from either side, she called me again and said, Brigitte, now we have to make the movies happen.
ジェニファーさんがあるプロジェクトに紹介されまして、いわゆる宇宙ものを何か撮って、でそれが通ったらファンディングで映画を作れるっていうプロジェクトだったんですけど、ブリジットさんに連絡して、もしこれ受かったら出演してくれないかっていう連絡だったんですけど、それからしばらく経ってですね、何も連絡なかったんですけど、やっぱり連絡が来て、受かったので、作るので、ぜひ出てくださいっていうことですね。In the film, you talk about how from when you were very, very young, you looked out towards space, and so that was one of your dreams. Did you actually want to be an astronaut?
Yes, I always wanted to be an astronaut. Not always. At the beginning was more astrophysicist. And then always the sky fascinated me. When I had, as I explained in the film, when I could watch the stars, I was really thinking we should not be alone. That was maybe why I wanted to be an astronaut, to make sure maybe I could meet somebody there.
Yeah, I mean, you said in the film too, I mean, it's impossible that we're alone. Yes? 小さい時から、もちろんすごく宇宙には興味がありまして、で、宇宙飛行士より、いわゆる宇宙科学者みたいな、ことに、なりたかったみたいなんですよね。で、一つは、やっぱり、もう広い宇宙を見て、我々だけじゃないでしょう。っていう思いがあるんですよね。映画の中でもおっしゃってましたが、本当にその通りだと思うんですよね。Was it, a lot of documentaries, the camera and the director and the crew can be kind of invasive. Did you ever get a feeling where, not today, leave me alone, I'm busy, or what was the filming experience for you?
Oh yes, finally when we started to film, it was really, really busy time. Because my astronaut was Matthias Maurer, he was coming back. So it was just after his way back. And so we have to find time, and we made it in 3 days with me. But of course, Jennifer needed more time to have access to the information regarding Samantha Cristoforetti and Matthias Maurer, the 2 European astronauts you saw in these movies.
で、もちろん、ものすごい忙しい仕事をしているので、ドキュメンタリーってやっぱり、ね、目の前にカメラがあったり、その撮影のスタッフがいたりして、すごい邪魔の場合もあると思うんですよね。で、彼女はもちろんすごく忙しかったんだけど、ジェニファーさんは、特にブリジットさんは3日間で撮影を終えたんですよね。もちろん他の撮影もたくさんあったので、情報を撮るとか映像を撮るのかで、たくさん撮影したんですけど、ブリジットさんは3日間で撮影を終えたっていうことなんですよね。You talk about how important it is for the heartbeat for the astronauts, especially under their tremendous stress. And you seem to have a way of being able to make them relax as well. Is that maybe part of what you do as a flight surgeon?
Thank you. You are really nice with me. I'm not sure if I can make them heartbeat decreasing, but yes, you're right. We need, as a flight surgeon, to create well-feeling, to know our astronauts usually 2 years ago when they are starting their training, and it took us, I would say, before a mission, but you probably know that as well because JAXA, the Japanese astronauts are working really closely with us, so we are following the same rules. So we start really the medical screening when an astronaut is assigned to a mission 1 year before, and usually we know them before, so we create hopefully a good relationship. For me, it's really important. But of course, you are not to forget here that when I discussed with Jennifer, she wanted to speak about her, about the astronaut. So this is why we really focus on this side.
映画の中ではやっぱりその宇宙飛行士の心拍数っていうのかね、結構もうみんなストレスの中で宇宙で作業してるんで、すごく上がる場合もあるっていう感じで、でもブリジットさんのなんか接するとこも見るとなんかすごい安心感を与えてくれる方だという印象は受けたんですけど、宇宙に行く前のもう2年前からセレクトされて、で、ブリジットさんはだいたい1年前から一応いろいろスクリーニング、検査、テストしながら、そして宇宙に行ってからもずっと測ったりして、その心拍数とか、どんだけ特にジェニファーさんは心臓、心に焦点を当てたかったので、特にその心拍数とか、どこまでストレスが当たってるのかっていうところを、映画で取り上げたかったっていうことなんですよね。We talked a little bit about what might be coming up next for you, and you're perhaps going to be looking at doing some work in India next.
Yes.
And for their space program as well?
Yes, because they are really advanced with the satellite side. So they send, as you may know, their own rockets. And now the next project is to send the first human in space. So it was 2-3 years ago. They asked me if, okay, I make it simple. I was asked by the French National Agency if I would be available to teach them. So I spent 3 weeks there. And hopefully Matthias, okay, when Matthias came back from space, I said, you should come and watch what we are doing there in the first few days. So I had two Indian flight surgeons come in. And after that, we had a full, I would say maybe they were 10 other flight surgeons, where they will follow this crew, the full crew. And hopefully when the first Indian astronaut will fly, they invite me, that they promise me, we will see.
Wow, that's actually pretty exciting, isn't it?
Yes,
yeah.
I think I have a really nice job.
Absolutely. で、今後なんですけど、実はインドが来年、再来年あたりに初の宇宙飛行士を宇宙に送りたいっていうことがありまして、で、依頼があって、まず3週間、インドのバングラドールに行ってですね、ちょっとトレーニングとか研修をして、で、うまくいったら、これからもそれに関わって、インドの初の宇宙飛行士のケアもする、予定が入ってるんですよね。ちょっと期待したいと思います。Brigitte, it's so wonderful to have you come and see us. It's great for us to have the actual subject of a documentary come. So once again, welcome to Tokyo. I hope you enjoy your stay, and we look forward to your further work and, much success, hopefully, for the India space program. So thank you very much for coming. Merci beaucoup.拍手でお願いします。ブリジット・ゴダールさんでした。
Thank you, and the best to all of you as well. Thanks.
Thank you very much. はい、ありがとうございます。続けては5作品目、建築界の女性たち、Women in Architecture。これはアメリカとメキシコとドイツの共同制作作品で、監督のボリス・ノワールさんと、プロデューサーのアンドレア・ズルチューさんに来て、お越しいただいております。拍手でお願いします。Come on up, Boris and Andrea. Nice to have you here. Welcome. You'll head over to the panel. We'll get you a mic. You'll be all set.
Thank you. Hi everyone. It's really an honor to be here in such a huge and beautiful city in Tokyo for us and presenting our film. Thank you so much. It's really surprising. Thank you.
本当に東京に来れて、でこれに参加できるのは本当に光栄なので、で東京素晴らしい街なので、本当にありがとうございますというコメントをいただきました。First of all, thank you very much for this wonderful documentary. Of course, Japan is kind of well known for their architecture as well, but to see the women in this field and how they have to balance their life and their work, but also what I was really impressed with, the practicality maybe, as you know, with their designs, they seem to be more suited or fitting for humans than maybe what men design out of their imagination. Tell us how this project came about, please. Maybe Andrea, you can answer this.
So actually, it was Boris' idea. We worked together in the past doing other commercial films, and then he just came up with a topic: why are so many students in architectural industries female? But then when it comes to higher positions, like being in a C-level or also being self-employed, why are they so less women? And then we did a lot of research, and our journey began to find out why it is how it is. And we talked to architects, of course, also to male architects, which is also very important. And then we found out that we need to do a film about that because it's a huge topic, not only in the architectural industry, but also. And that's how the way began.
どういう経緯でこれを作ることになったのかっていう話だったんですけど、まずはちょっと簡単な会話から始まったんですよね。で、ちょっと調べ始めると、例えば建築学校には結構女性も行ってるのになかなか自分の建築会社とか大きい会社のチーフデザイナーになるとかそこのレベルになると女性が少ない方なんですよね。そこからちょっと話が拡大して、もうちょっといろいろ調べようということで、もちろん女性だけじゃなくて男性の建築家とも話して、結局作ることになったんですよね。How did you come about to choose these three very fine, talented women as subjects?
It was David Bazuta, actually. He's a founder of Agdele, and this is the biggest platform for architecture in the world. And we worked with him together, and then he created 10 or 15 women. And then we reached out to these three, the most interesting three, I think. And of course, the locations as well. We wanted to do kind of diversity in locations. So we went to Mexico City, then to Berlin, and New York. Of course, it's New York.
で、誰をちょっと取り上げろ、焦点を当てようっていう話になって、10名ぐらいの女性の建築家のリストをもらったんですけど、その中から、ロケーション的にも、で、そのスタイル的にも、幅広い感じで撮りたかったので、なので、ベルリン、メキシコシティ、そしてニューヨークのこの3名に決まったんですよね。Sounds like terrible work having to go to those locations to film. For each of the architects, Toshiko and Gabriela and Johanna, how much time were you able to spend with each in each location? About?
I mean, it was beautiful because when we contacted them in the beginning, we asked to spend as much time as we are allowed to in their private life because it was very important for the concept, not only to show their architecture, but really to go deep inside their lives, to show how they live with the families. And we were amazed that they opened us their private houses. You know, we could spend time together with their child and were able to go very in a private sphere, which is not normal that someone lets you go into his private sphere and then also to film. And I think we spent about 2 or 3 days with each protagonist. And so we get to know the person very good. And we were able to raise the right questions at the end of the of the day of the interview.
And then you, of course, spent some days shooting in that city.
Yeah, sure. There were 2 days of for the B-roll and 3 days with each protagonist.
I see.
Yeah.
で、まず、すごく、嬉しい出来事っていうのは、この3名に、依頼したんですよね。で、あんたの仕事だけじゃなくて、プライベートのところもぜひぜひ撮らせていただきたい。仕事のと家族の関係とか、そういうのも撮りたかったので、3人とももうぜひぜひ、で、すごくオープンで家に迎えてくれて、約2日間、3日間を家族と一緒に過ごして、子供たちとも会ったりして、全部撮影させていただいて、で、各箇所で、プラスで2日、3日間ぐらいを撮影したんですよね、その建築の建物とか。This is a good question, I think, for other filmmakers here, is that how did this must have cost a lot of money to make, or it would seem that way because the quality is so high. Plus, you got to go to 3 different locations. What was the funding like?
It was 200,000, 220,000, something like this in this direction. Yeah.
And where did you get it? I mean, various places, or?
No, it was Skyframe. So Skyframe produces windows, frameless windows, and they have a lot of contact with the architectural world outside. And we reached out to Skyframe and asked for the whole budget, and they were so kind to sponsor the whole project.
Wow.
So this is the whole.
そのスカイフレームっていう会社が、その建築関係とかのプラットフォームなんですが、約2000万円の、予算を全部出してくれたんですよね。Andrea, that must have made, life and work for you much, much easier. Because, as a producer, one of your main jobs should be to try to, round up the money to make a film. So was that, I'm sure it was a big help for you once you got that to make it.
Yeah, absolutely. But I must say that I am working for Skyframe.
Okay.
So it was me who has been contacted, and I was in from the first moment because I found the concept so beautiful and so important. And as I work with a lot of architects, I thought that's the best film we could ever do.
Wow.
As a company working in the architectural industry, just empower women in their job and give them a voice.
で、彼女はもう初めからこの企画はすごい魅力的で、彼女スカイフレームの会社に入ってるんですけども、迷わずこれをプッシュして、ぜひぜひ作ってもらえるように努力したっていう感じですね。We're so happy to have gotten this film from you. Thank you very much. It's a documentary is only, I think, as interesting as the subject that you're taking up. And you're showing the human side and also very artistic side, because I think architecture is an art as well. So very good balance. Can you tell us overall then how much time you spent? You said you spent 2 or 3 days each with each subject, but preparation, shooting, and then post-production. About how long do you think you took?
Yeah, actually, it was a very long post-production. It was a lot of shooting days, a lot of B-roll, of course, and the interviews, it was like 2 hours each. And so to add this, it was, I think it was 3 months. And of course, there was much time for music, as you can see. So we worked with a composer from Moscow, very close. And it was a huge challenge to create a balanced movie. So we went through emotions. We wanted to show architecture through emotion, because actually architecture is not very interesting for motion picture.
Right.
And then we decided to go through emotions and to create some emotional feelings to make it interesting. And then to make it more important, this whole topic, I think.
So the music also is very important. Yeah,
for
absolutely.
sure. Yeah.
で、全体的には3ヶ月ぐらいかけて、で、特にポストプロダクション、仕上げが大変だったんですよね。たくさん素材もありましたし、編集から、あと全部をまとめる音楽も 作んなきゃダメだったので、ロシアの、コンポーザーに依頼して、それを全部仕上げるのには大体3ヶ月かかったみたいです。Well, once again, congratulations. We're very proud to present your film here. Please enjoy your stay in Tokyo. Hope you get some nice inspiration when you're walking around Tokyo as well. We look forward to more work from you guys. Thank you very much.
Thank you
Thank
so
you
much.
so much for
Thank you
having
much.
us.
Thank you.
拍手でお願いします。監督のボリス・ノワールさん、プロデューサーのアンドレアさんでした。ありがとうございました。はい、皆さんありがとうございました。さて、まずお願い申し上げます。